First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
The Lions take over first at their own 23-yard line.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. St. Brown in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there on a Lion 1st down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And some room to work. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Detroit. Donald Parham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Kyle. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Rams are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Finds Johnston. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. That is caught. He will have. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
When you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Now it's the backup Stafford. Trying to lay one up deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. His second TD in the game and 18th of the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did. They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That'll be caught by St. Brown. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He finds his man complete. That's Bass. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Bass. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cobb. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On third down, here's Williams. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Kyron Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Next the score, Rams 21, Lions 10. Joshua Carty.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll throw now on the final play. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun on third down, Kyle escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Kyle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Big play there. 42 yards. And the Rams are able to stretch out their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Joshua Trey to kick off for the Rams.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught by Laporta. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The rookie from Texas looking sharp on that throw. He gets his guys a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Off play action. Kyle. This one swung out to Williams. Gets through and now an opening. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They try the left side here with Williams. Pushes him over, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Back to throw. Kyle. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
35. Lions 17. Joshua 30 to kick off for the Rams.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And this pass broken up.
The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now a deep one for Johnston. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down. Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yard.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Blake Corum, his first rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Off the play fake, Kyle. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he...
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Joshua Carney to kick off for
the Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2nd and 9 now. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And he returns this to the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both.